Okay. Okay. So uh, we finished till okay. We were doing the lambda, right? Okay. This is the one. This is the one. Okay. This is the one. The Java was closed by issue. Let me delete this one. Okay. So come. Right. Okay. Fine. I'll go into inside this, lambda. Okay. Now what I was trying to say. See, this is the stuff. Okay. Now if I'll go come here, we'll come here. So this is the uh, Python code. Python code. This will come.
Okay.
Okay. This is the Python code and all. Okay. And the see the I told you in like in the beginning only that coding part will be there, but yeah, it will be less. But the coding part usually we can't escape from this thing until unless yeah there's one case like if you're going for completely only into cloud engineer na, in that case I don't think you need that. But if you're looking for the DevOps and all, I think you really need that. I'll tell you why because if I see now, I'll tell you what. Mm, mm, what is that? The which I told you. Uh,
At the time of interview, they're gonna ask
this,
me about DSA.
no, not that thing. Not DSA, not DSA. DSA, so they don't even ask for the nowadays like Java developers. That part will come only for this thing. What do you call?
Web development, right?
No, for this thing, what do you call the only the product based companies and that too in the Google, Microsoft, and all those stuff and all. Okay,
Okay, okay.
see here, I'll tell you. If I'll talk about the CIC department, this is the job of like okay, I'll tell you something better will come. I'll show you 1 second. Give me a minute. So this looks better. Hmm. See, yeah, this is the one we are talking about. See, if I'll talk about this one now, see, just I'll give you just 1 minute and then we'll go back to Lambda. Okay, just one. See, this is all the the Lambda and all the GitHub, GitLab, Jenkins, and the old stuff and all. Okay. See, we are here. See, we are doing AWS, right? We are doing AWS. So ultimately, until unless the code will know, we have to that repo. We'll have to send that code to Git. Okay, when we send the code to Git, their Jenkins will pull it up. So see, the now here that is our role here. DevOps role. So what will there will be some bugs, there will be some issue. So how do I know like what will be the issue? Unless I don't know don't understand the code flow now, then I won't be able to solve the problem. So I'm not asking you to write the code. Nobody knows, no one is actually expecting you to write the code. The only issue is like you have to understand the flow. And there, the coding part will come. I told you in the beginning only, okay. This is the one. So when he'll come, the doc, this thing when the web application will be there, it will convert into the war file that will go into the JFrog artifactory. So all the code, like the images, the war file, the jar file, so these parts all come. And then when you have to deploy it, we'll deploy on the server. So that's this part which we are doing right now. See, this is the AWS. Okay. So I'll come to that. Okay, don't worry. We'll look into it. Okay, this is the one. Okay. So so if I'll do the testing part, so you can see that I'm getting the 200 the code that success part will come. Okay, this is the part. Now let's go for the real time scenario. Okay, there might be some scenarios where like I told you earlier in the previous session, there might be cases where you have to upload that file to the S3 buckets manually. That was happening through the manually, but there through the Lambda you can do that as well. You have to trigger the code and it will pick up the code from the location where the image is there and pick it up and put it in your in the bucket. Okay, this is all.
Yeah.
It was all done by the Lambda expression only. Okay, that one case. The next case could be, see, we are doing we creating the instances. We are we are stopping the instances. We are starting the instances. That was all happening through manually. Okay, so now what we'll do, we will okay, start. I'm doing it starting. I've just now started the instance. Okay, successfully started. So it is all
Okay.
happened manually, instance and started instance and all. But when you're talking about the when you talk with Lambda, So through Lambda, we'll come to know how to stop the instance, how to start the instance. This is all we're going to see. This is all practical stuff. Like in the real time scenario as well, like, one of the cases, if I'm able to recall, there was a case like, we have to stop the server at particular time. At 9 a.m. the server needs to stop, and the 5 a.m. the server needs to stop. Imagine the server needs to start at 9 a.m. and the server needs to stop at 5 p.m. So these all things been done through the it was all completely in the uh, we have achieved through the Lambda stuff. Okay, so I'm creating one more instance. So I'll show you how to do that, and all the code is already there. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, just okay. I just have to create the instance. Okay, the second server. Let's go without. Okay, let's take a notion. Okay, and that's it. Okay, I'm launching it. I'm going to this thing instance. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, now keep the launching. Okay, now the two servers are running, the second server and this is one. Okay, and what we said, like, Lambda function EC2 start and stop the EC2 instance. Okay, this is the one, and I'm going through the official website.
Okay.
Okay, so how do I use Lambda to stop and start the Amazon instance at regular interval? Okay, this is the one. So everything is there. Okay, everything is already there. All we have to do is like create the infrastructure and do the stuff. Create an IAM policy and IAM rule for your Lambda function. So this is the one. If you remember, I told you, like, it is into the two formats, like, the YAML, the JSON and all. Okay, I will show you. Okay, so I have to do the IAM. I have to go into the IAM. You see here. Now what they're saying, create an IAM policy. See, you can see here. How do I use the Lambda to stop and start the Amazon instance at the regular intervals? Okay. Now starting it.
Okay.
Okay, this is the thing. Create a custom IAM policy and IAM role for a Lambda function. Create Lambda function that stop and start your instance, test your Lambda functions. Okay, everything is there. Create an event-based schedule that run your function on a schedule. The one which I told you that my server needs to stop at 5 p.m. and start at 9 a.m. So all these things we're gonna achieve it. Okay, let's see. Let's start it. Okay, create an IAM policy and IAM role for a Lambda function. So I'll copy this.
Okay.
Okay, I'll copy this. Copy. And then here, the same thing I told you, create an IAM policy. Okay, I'll do that, create policy. Okay, see, this is the visual one, this is a JSON. So I'm going for JSON. I selected, I pasted my code over here. Okay, you can see here, the EQ chart and stop. Okay, after this thing,
Okay.
okay, I'll do the next. The policy name, let's give the policy name, Lambda. Uh, uh, just give today's data, 04 December. Okay, 2023. Lambda 2023. This is my Lambda underscore policy. Okay, today's date I given. This is the one, and you can give the that option. Anyways, I just gave it. So you can see here, the moment I put that code over here, that is the code. The moment I put code over here, let's see what are the strength we got it, the permission we got it. We got it for CloudWatch logs and EC2. EC2 you already know. The CloudWatch will cover it. Okay, so there is one. So that's basically used for monitoring and the CloudWatch. Okay. Coming to EC2, like, so these are the ones like we got the access level, limited and all. Okay. You can see the all
Okay.
resources. Okay. Now you will create policy. So we got the policy now. Now I'll create the, what is they said, let's create an IAM role for Lambda. I'll create the role now. Create role. I'm using for this one AWS service. Which one it's going to use? The Lambda one. Okay, the Lambda one. I'll do the next. Okay, the policy which I have to choose it. What are the policy name? Lambda.
Lambda 4
No,
hyphen 4
policy. Lambda policy. Yeah,
policy.
yeah,
Okay.
Lambda policy. This is the one I chose it. You can see here, if I do the plus sign, you can come to know like
Yes.
these are the one chap I chose. I did that. Okay, the same
Okay.
code.
Okay.
Okay, so code it came. I do the next. And you give the role name. Lambda. Same thing. Role.
4 December
Yeah,
2023.
yes. 4 December 2023. Okay, this is the one I gave, and this thing I do the create role. Okay, my role is created now. Okay, this thing. Now the create Lambda function that stop and start your instances. Okay, oh, this thing, or author from scratch create function. Now I'm going to Lambda. This is the one, and here the same stuff. Okay, let me do one more time. I'll do create function, author from scratch, function name. Let's do the function name Lambda start stop. Okay, start and
Yeah.
stop. Okay, I use the Python 3.1 x86, the change default is rule. I'll use the existing role here. Okay, let's refresh this. I'll come. No, this is the Lambda role which I just now created. Right, I created this one and create function. Okay, so this is my create. This I've created. Now come to this thing code. It will come here. That code was there. Okay, this is the one code. So this is the code. On the code tab, on the code source, paste the following code into the editor pane of the code font Lambda function tab. This code stops the instances that you identify. So this was the code which actually stops the instance.
Okay.
Okay, I just copied it. It came over here. I paste it, and now here I have to do some of the modification. Okay, here I have to do some of the modifications. Okay, so if I do here, I'm in North Virginia, so it's my availability. The region is US East one. Let's change it, US East one. Okay, now the instance ID I have to check. So if I come here, both are my instances are running. I copy this instance, came over here, paste it, go to the next instance, copied, came to this one, and paste it. Okay, this is the one. Okay, and later on the deploy is nothing but like you have to save it. It's just like save it. Okay, it's done now. So again the same thing, configure test event. I'll do the test event, test event 02 Okay, private private and shareable, the which I told you. Okay, the private is for just for when you're using it. Shareable is like it's when you're sharing with your team. I saved it and do that. Now I'll do that test. Okay, now right now it's running. If you see, it's running. Okay, now I will do the test. Let's see if we're getting some error or something. So we got responses null, everything. So if you see here, it's coming the logs, functional logs. So that is the whole thing. Okay, being an DevOps engineer as well, like being a cloud engineer as well, you'll get the logs. So you have to figure it out what is the issue I'm getting. If okay, I'll show you something. Wait. So you can see stop the instances. Okay, this is the one. Stop the instance. This is the ID. If I go here, okay, it's running. I'll do the refresh. See, there is stopped. Okay, now I'll try to get the error. Okay, that's I'll give some demo. I just giving some wrong name. I removed it, saved it. I do the test. Let's see what will happen. You'll get some error, and then you come to know what are the things we're talking about. See, status is failed. Okay, see how we got in the. See, this is all the stuff and all. You're getting my point. You're getting all
Yeah.
this all the flows and all. See, these you get the logs file and all. Then you have to figure it out what are the errors we are getting. So they, as a DevOps engineer, as a cloud engineer, it's your responsibility to track down all the issues and all. Okay, so this is all the things and all. Like, if I'll come to here, see, they're given that provided region name US doesn't match its supported format. So it's this is what I did, right? They clearly written here. Provided region name US East doesn't match its supported format. So if you come to Lambda here, if I'll give I wrote the wrong name, so this is the one. And I saved it. So this is my stuff. Okay. Now my this was my it was this is a case for the stopping. Okay. Now
Got it.
got it right. So again I'll do the step and I'll okay. This is what we'll think. Okay, this is the one. Shows deploy, everything's done. Uh, Now
So to
come to
start the instance, okay,
now we'll do the for EC2 start instances. Okay, this is the one. Okay, if I'll come here. Okay, so I'll create one more lambda function. This is a start and stop. I think I gave the wrong name. I should have given start function lambda start. Okay, this is the one. Python gave this is the one. Choose existing role. I'll go use the same role. Lambda create function. Lambda start. Okay, I came to this place. My under the code resource. Okay, I'll do the same
yeah,
stuff. I'll copy this code. I'll put it over here. Okay, and the same thing. I'll change this one east one and my in this ID. And right now you can see it's in stopped state.
okay,
Paste, copy, and paste. And this is the one. Okay, and now I saved it. Deploy is nothing but like kind of same only. Okay, this is when configure test event 03 private only. I'm using it this thing and I'm doing it test. Let's see what it looks. We have started. Okay, we got it. Then they think started your instances. So these are
yes,
the
got it.
idea now. Okay, I will come here. Let's see what comes. You can see in the pending state game. So you
Okay.
understood what I was trying to
So
what I was
this is
trying to
this is
do.
an automation process basically.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can say that. Yeah, and
Kind
now
of a kind of
yeah
it.
yeah yes. Now
So there is a
yeah
code behind this, procedure. So once the code is, fitted to that algorithm, the automation process of this instances stop and start, it gets, initiated basically,
absolutely
on the
absolutely.
basis of that particular code.
Yes, yes,
Correct?
yes, yes. And the code is I didn't wrote the code. You can see I didn't wrote the code.
Yeah,
I
exactly. That's
just
the
copied the
default code basically.
yeah, I copied the code from the AWS official website only. This is the official website. I copied the code, I just followed the instruction, I just put it up.
Now
So
I
that's what
understood. I understood that. Yeah,
yeah, so that was the trying to say, like everything is there, you just need to customize it, like you have to figure out how the
exactly.
things are working. Okay. This is the one. Now let's go. I'll tell you one more thing now. Uh okay, so this is the one.
What if a real-time scenario comes in? How do we, use this Lambda, and how can we get this thing into the picture, Lambda,
Yeah,
if the
it's come to
real-time
yes,
scenarios
yes,
comes?
come to that only. So still it's not completed yet. So
Okay,
this
no
thing,
worries.
okay. So this is all in the running state. Okay, coming to the lambda part now. Now lambda, this thing, like I told you, like what I have to do now. What was my requirement? If you able to figure it out, like initially I told you my server needs to start at 9 a.m. in the morning, and my server
Correct,
needs to stop at 5 p.m. in the
correct.
evening, right? This is what my this thing
Requirement.
requirement. I had a requirement. Okay, so for this thing only, like lambda start. Okay, so you attach with the lambda. When you talk about destination is nothing but like it will okay, click it. As you can see here. SNS topic will cover it. Okay, SNS is nothing but like simple name, name notification and all. We have to send the mail and all. Okay, so here we give the ID and all, and that one time we will cover it up. Okay, I'll try to what is the SNS. Coming to the trigger part is nothing but like you have when you have to start and stop the services at that point you have to go to the add trigger. I'll go to the thing. It's like you have to use the cron tab. It's kind of like job at the scheduled time the server will start and stop. It will function. Okay, so here, so I'm going to choose the event bridge. event bridge, the CloudWatch events. So if you remember, in the this thing, yeah, here. Okay, here, yeah, here. If you see here, well, permission. Where is that? Okay, sorry, sorry, my bad. Lambda, this one. See, if you see here, mm, the power. See, the log events. You know, see the log events and all. I was talking about this one.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, if I do it, so that gives you the power of the CloudWatch events. Okay, this is the one. Wait just a second. Okay. Okay, Zirmay, we'll continue later. Zirmay, sorry, yeah, we'll
No,
continue later.
no problem.
I'm extremely sorry,
No
yeah.
problem. कॉल
Thank you.
कॉल कॉल आ गया क्या आपको?
हाँ, कॉल आ रहा है, कॉल।
कोई
ओके,
बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं।
ठीक
ठीक है सद भाई,
ठीक है,
लेट मी नो।
ओके। You please carry on. Please carry on. I'm extremely sorry.